We are going to talk about our pelvis one more time. I see this often where people's range of motion in their hip, it impinges their knee, or they say that it hurts their lower back. So the biggest thing, in my opinion, is that people are over engaging their butt. And you might not even realize that you're doing it. So just as I'm standing here, because I'm a little tense and nervous, I am kind of narrowing my butt bones. So what we want to think about is where our butt bones are, those bones in the backside under your tail. You want to think of widening them and giving that some space and width just lets go of the glutes, right? The glutes are going to activate on their own. You don't have to squeeze them. You don't have to tuck. You don't have to thrust because it just puts a lot of pressure on the back and in the hips and unnecessary other places. So when we're going into a hip hinge, your hip hinge is here at your hip crease. You flex forward into your hips. So if your butt is tight, your butt bones are narrowing in, you can't move from your waistline. You can't move from that hip hinge because you're squeezing too tight in your butt. So you have to stick your butt out. You have to open your sit bones in order to hinge at your hip crease. This is the same thing in a squat. So if your butt is tilt in and you're tucking your tail and you're tucking underneath you, you can't squat down. You're driving forward into your knees because there's no room for your thigh bone to move into your pelvis. So you have to let your butt bones go in order to sit back and down, in order for the thigh bone to have room to move back into the pelvis. And then you just stand up. You don't have to tuck and squeeze. Stop tucking and squeezing.